If you saw my last video, then you saw me unboxing this huge wholesale fireworks order from Superior Fireworks. After I got it unboxed and inventoried, the next step was to cut the paper off of the top of the fireworks. This helps with cleanup the next day because basically when the firework goes off, all this paper is just going to go up in the air. And it's not going to inhibit the way the firework operates in any way to cut that top paper off. I also pre-pull all of the fuses because it's really hard to see to pull them at night. So I'm just going to show you this again. I'm just literally taking a box knife and cutting around the edge and cutting the paper off of just the top. And then coming down and pulling the fuse. And I'll show you one more time in slow motion. Now for these big 3-inch tubes, you just pull this cardboard topper off of each of the tubes because it's the same thing. That's just going to blow off anyways and end up in the yard somewhere or on the street or wherever you happen to be setting off your fireworks. Now here I have a fountain and the fuse is on the top, so the process is a touch different, but it's still pretty much the same. I'm going to carefully cut the paper off, and then you'll see in a second, after I get done cutting the paper, that I am going to come in and carefully pull the fuse through the paper. And then with these canister shells, there's a piece of tape that tapes the fuse together. So you just go ahead and pull those off also, because you need them to be that longer length, because what they do is they drop down inside this tube and then shoot up into the air. And basically the firework cakes that I was showing you is the same concept. So the following day, I got them all moved to my back porch. The ones that I had just shown you were sets, and then all of these are like 4-piece, because when you order a case you get 4 or 8 or 12 or however many. These 3-inch ones come in sets of 2. And I've got all the fuses pulled and all the tops cut off of everything. I also got out a tote and gathered up some blankets, a candle, a little bird, and some throw pillows to put on my couch and my chairs that are under the gazebo. I had another tote, so I threw my hot dog buns and hamburger buns in it so that it'd be easy to transport out to the gazebo area where I will be serving my food. Now, because my yard isn't level, I did have to build a platform, which I did have help with. And then I was trying to show you that I had some more fireworks, but Miss Abby decided she wanted to steal the show. So the Roman candles I put in a bucket, same with the sparklers, and then I got some long lighters. And on Friday, the day before 4th of July, my second wholesale order arrived. This order came from Pyroland, which is a local fireworks wholesaler. And let you see the other side of the pile. So then I got all of the tops cut off of those, their fuses pulled. By the time 4th of July rolled around, there were fireworks starting right here. They went all along the top of this. They lined the front of the floor here. They went around the corner, came around this corner. This whole table was full, and they were lining the floor here. Came around this corner, and then my sliding glass door section was open so we could enter the back porch. This whole table was full on the top and underneath, and then we skipped where the water thing was, and then the fireworks picked back up here. I had this round table stacked on top of that table, which was pushed against the fireplace over there, and then the fireworks lined this whole area here and came all the way around to here. There were lots of bottle rockets and whatnot that we played with during the day, but the show really started with 6 parachute cakes, which shot off 222 parachutes all at once. That was followed by 5 smoke cakes. Now this started off good, but the plan kind of went awry. And I do know where the mistake happened. Basically, they were too close together. So next year I want to try it again, but I'm going to spread them out further and see how that works. Because in the end, you'll see it just kind of turned into one big smoke blob. And we followed that with a 750 shot Saturn missile.
There we go.
And then as it got dark, my fireworks show really started, and I did go live, but because this is a backyard fireworks show and it was me and friends setting off the fireworks, there were long breaks between them. So I am planning on editing that down into a video for you guys, but for now I figured I'd give you a few teasers.